Welcome to the Confident Speaking Podcast,
where you can learn to speak English with confidence and fluency.
Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome back to Confident Speaking Podcast, the place where we make mastering English both simple and enjoyable. I'm John.
And I'm Felicia. It is honestly so wonderful to be here with all of you today. How are you feeling this morning, John?
You know, I'm feeling quite reflective and hopeful today, Felicia. I actually spent some time this morning thinking about the future.
The future. That is always a beautiful thing to contemplate. What specifically were you imagining?
Well, I was reflecting on my personal targets, things I want to achieve, destinations I want to explore, basically my dreams.
I love that. And actually, John, that is precisely our topic for today.
Oh, perfect timing.
Yes, today we are going to discuss dreams and goals in English. We'll look at how to express what you want from life, what you hope for, and what you are actively working towards.
This is such a crucial topic. When you meet new people, they almost always ask questions like, "What are your plans?" or "What do you want to do in the future?"
Exactly. And, sometimes people feel a bit lost on how to answer that in English. They have these huge dreams in their hearts, but the vocabulary feels stuck or limited.
So today, we are going to fix that. We will provide you with easy phrases, natural sentence structures, and the confidence to vocalize your future. But first, everyone, please remember to subscribe to Confident Speaking Podcast.
Yes, and please give this episode a like and share it with anyone you know who has big dreams. It really helps us out.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, Felicia, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a dream?
Well, a dream is something you desire deeply. It's something massive that makes your heart feel warm and fuzzy when you think about it.
Right, like I dream of traveling around the globe, or I dream of becoming a university professor.
Exactly. Now, a goal is similar, but it's much more structured. A goal is something you plan to execute, something you are actively working toward.
I see. So a dream might be, I want to be successful, but a goal is, I want to finish my master's degree by next December.
That is a brilliant way to explain it, John. Dreams are the big feelings, goals are the practical steps.
Perfect. So, Felicia, what is one of your dreams?
One of my biggest dreams is to write a novel.
A novel? Wow, that is beautiful. What genre of book?
Maybe a story about learning languages, or perhaps a collection of life lessons. Just something that truly helps people.
I love that. So your dream is to author a book that inspires others.
Yes, exactly. What about you, John? What is your dream?
My dream is to eventually live on the coast, near the ocean.
The ocean. Ugh, that sounds so peaceful.
It really does. I imagine waking up and hearing the rhythm of the waves. To me, that feels like total freedom.
That is a lovely dream. So, listeners, we have the phrases I dream of and my dream is too. These are excellent structures to use.
Let's practice those together. Repeat after us. I dream of traveling the world. My dream is to open my own business. I want to learn 3 languages.
Perfect. Those are natural, easy sentences. Now, John, let's shift to goals.
Yes, goals are more specific. You can use phrases like, my goal is to, or I'm planning to. For instance, my goal is to save money this year, or I'm planning to start a new hobby.
Great examples. What is one of your current goals, John?
My goal is to exercise more consistently. I want to hit the gym 3 times a week.
That's a solid goal. And notice it's specific. You said 3 times a week, not just exercise more.
Yes, being specific helps keep you focused. What about you, Felicia?
My goal is to improve my French skills. I'm actually taking classes every single week.
That's wonderful. You're taking action. That's exactly what makes a goal different from just a simple wish.
Exactly. A goal always has a plan attached to it.
Okay, so we have dreams and we have goals. Now, let's talk about how to describe them using different vocabulary.
Good idea. Sometimes people might ask, what do you hope for? Or what are your future plans?
Right. So you can say, I hope to. For example, I hope to secure a better job, or I hope to travel more frequently.
And for plans, you can say, I plan to or I'm going to.
For instance, I'm planning to relocate to a new city next year, or I'm going to launch my own startup.
These are all incredibly useful ways to discuss your future. Let's practice a few more sentences together. Ready? Everyone, repeat after us. I hope to buy a house someday. I plan to learn English fluently. I'm going to visit my relatives next month.
Excellent work! Do you see how natural that sounds? You're already speaking about your future like a confident English speaker.
Now, let's bring in a real-life story. This is about Elena, one of our listeners from Argentina.
Oh yes, Elena. She sent us a touching message about her dream. She told us her dream was to study in the United Kingdom. She wanted to attend university there and meet people from all over the globe.
But she was terrified. Her English wasn't perfect, she didn't have much money saved, and she didn't know a single person in the UK.
So what did she do? She turned that dream into a goal.
Yes, her specific goal was to improve her English for 1 year, save a specific amount of money every month, and apply to 3 different universities. And guess what happened?
Tell us.
After 1 year, she got accepted.
That is amazing. So Elena is now studying in the UK.
She is. Her dream became reality because she converted it into a goal with clear, actionable steps.
That is the power of goals. They transform big fantasies into real actions.
Exactly. So everyone listening, think about your dream. What is one small goal you can achieve this week to move closer to it? Maybe it's learning 10 new vocabulary words. Maybe it's researching a city you want to visit. Maybe it's just saving a few dollars.
Small steps every single day. That's how dreams become real life.
Okay, John, let's talk about something important. How to talk about dreams when you feel a bit unsure or hesitant.
Yes, that's a common feeling. Sometimes we have dreams, but we lack the confidence to declare them boldly.
Right. In that case, you can say, I'm thinking about, like, I'm thinking about changing my career path, or I'm thinking about moving abroad.
Or you can use the phrase, I'd love to, like, I'd love to learn to play the piano, or I'd love to travel to Japan.
I'd love to is much softer. It indicates it's a dream, but perhaps you aren't quite sure how to execute it yet.
Exactly. It feels honest and natural. Another great phrase is, one day I want to...
Yes, one day I want to write a book, or one day I want to start my own company.
One day implies it is in the future, but you aren't rushing. It's perfectly okay to dream slowly.
I really love that sentiment, John. It's okay to dream slowly. Sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves, but dreams don't strictly have a deadline.
That is very true. The crucial thing is to keep that dream alive in your heart.
Okay, let's do a quick practice round. Repeat after us. I'm thinking about learning a new skill. I'd love to visit Europe. One day, I want to start my own company.
Beautiful. Now let's navigate social situations. What happens when someone directly asks you about your dreams?
Yes, imagine you're at a dinner party or networking. Someone asks, what are your dreams? Or what do you want to do in life?
It can feel like such a heavy question, right?
It can, but you don't need to give them your whole life story. Just share 1 or 2 highlights.
For example, you could say, well, I'm really interested in art, so I'd love to open a small gallery someday.
Or, I love children, so my dream is to become a teacher.
See? Simple, clear, and personal. The other person can ask follow-up questions if they're curious.
And you don't need to explain everything immediately. Conversation is like a dance. You move slowly.
Exactly. And what if someone asks, why is that your dream?
Good question. You can simply say, because, and then explain your deeper reason.
For example, my dream is to live near the ocean because I feel peaceful when I'm near water. Or, my goal is to learn English because I want to travel and connect with people from different cultures.
Using because makes your answer so much more interesting. It reveals your heart, not just the facts. People connect with emotions far more than they connect with logic.
So true. Okay, let's distinguish between short-term goals and long-term goals.
Oh, yes. Short term means soon, like this week or this month. Long term means in the distant future, like this year or in 5 years.
You could say, my short-term goal is to finish this project by Friday.
Or, my long-term goal is to become completely fluent in English.
It is healthy to have both. Short-term goals provide quick progress and satisfaction. Long-term goals provide direction and purpose.
Exactly. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Short-term is taking each individual step. Long-term is reaching the summit.
I love that image. Okay, let's give the listeners a few more useful phrases.
Yes, you can say, I'm working towards, like, I'm working towards a promotion at my job.
Or I'm aiming to, like I'm aiming to run a marathon next year.
Aiming means you are trying to hit a specific point, like pointing an arrow at a target.
Great explanation. Let's practice. Repeat after us. I'm working towards saving enough money for a trip. I'm aiming to speak English more confidently.
Perfect. Now, John, what if your dream changes? Is that acceptable?
Oh, absolutely. Dreams evolve. You can say, I used to dream of, but now I want to...
For example, I used to dream of being a doctor, but now I want to be a writer. Or I used to want to live in a huge city, but now I prefer a quiet town.
Change is normal. We grow, we learn, and naturally our dreams grow with us.
Exactly. There is no shame in changing your mind. It actually shows you are listening to your heart.
That is beautiful, Felicia. Okay, let's discuss how to support someone else's dreams.
Yes. When a friend shares their dream with you, what can you say? You can say, that sounds amazing, or I believe in you.
Or, I hope it comes true.
These are kind, encouraging phrases. They make the other person feel validated and supported.
And that is vital. Sometimes people are terrified to share their dreams because they think others might laugh at them.
But a true friend lifts you up. They say, go for it, or you can do it.
Yes, be that friend. Be the person who believes in others.
Absolutely. Okay, John, let's do a mini role play.
Good idea. You ask me about my dreams, and I'll answer.
All right. John, what is your biggest dream for the future?
Well, honestly, my biggest dream is to write children's books.
Children's books? That is so sweet. Why do you want to pursue that?
Because I love storytelling, and I believe books can teach children important lessons about kindness and courage.
That is beautiful. Do you have any plans to start?
Yes, actually. I'm working on my first draft now. I write a little bit every weekend.
That is amazing. I truly believe you'll do it. When it's finished, I want to be the first person to read it.
Thank you, Felicia. That means a lot to me. See, everyone? That is how you have a natural conversation about dreams. You ask, you listen, and you encourage.
Exactly. Now, let's list the different types of dreams people might have.
Good idea. First, there are career dreams, like I want to become a doctor, or I want to launch my own company.
Yes, career dreams focus on your professional life. You might say, my career goal is to become a manager, or I'm hoping to get promoted this year.
And then there are travel dreams. Those are definitely my favorites.
Mine too. You can say, I dream of visiting every continent, or my goal is to see the Northern Lights.
Travel dreams are exciting. They make you feel adventurous. Then we have family dreams, like I hope to get married someday, or I want to have children.
Family dreams are very personal. They center around the people you love.
And education dreams, like I want to finish my degree, or I hope to study abroad.
Education dreams show that you have a desire to grow and learn. They are very significant.
What about health and fitness dreams?
Oh, yes, like I want to run a 5K, or my goal is to eat healthier.
These dreams are about taking care of your physical body. They're very practical.
And finally, there are creative dreams, like I want to learn to paint, or I hope to play the guitar.
Creative dreams are about self-expression. They make life colorful.
So you see, everyone, dreams come in many forms. What matters is that they are yours.
Exactly. Your dream doesn't need to look the same as anyone else's. Now let's talk about obstacles, those things that might stop you from reaching your dream.
Yes, this is such a critical part of the conversation. Sometimes people say, I can't do it because...
Right. Like, I can't learn English because I'm too old, or I can't travel because I don't have the funds.
These are obstacles. They feel like giant walls standing right in front of you.
But here is the truth. Obstacles are just challenges. They are not stop signs.
That is right. You can use phrases like, it's challenging, but I'm not giving up. Or, it's difficult, but I haven't thrown in the towel.
Thrown in the towel. That's a great idiom. It means I haven't quit. These phrases show that you recognize the problem, but you are still moving forward.
Another excellent phrase is, I'm finding ways to, like, I'm finding ways to practice English every day. Or, I'm looking for opportunities to, like, I'm looking for opportunities to save money for my trip.
Exactly. These phrases show you are active, not passive. You aren't just waiting for things to happen, you are making them happen.
Precisely. Let's practice some of these obstacle phrases together. Repeat after us. It's challenging, but I'm not giving up. I'm finding ways to reach my goal. I'm working hard despite the difficulties.
Great job, everyone. Now let's shift gears and talk about celebrating small wins.
Oh, I love this topic. Small wins are everything. John, how would you define a small win?
Well, small wins are those little successes you achieve on the way to your big dream. For instance, if your dream is to speak English fluently, a small win might be having your very first conversation entirely in English.
Or if your dream is to run a marathon, a small win is running your first kilometer without stopping to walk.
Exactly. You can say, I'm proud of myself because, like, I'm proud of myself because I practiced English every day this week.
Or I achieved my goal of reading one English book this month.
Celebrating small wins keeps your motivation tank full. It reminds you that you are actually making progress.
Yes. Sometimes people focus so hard on the big dream at the end that they forget to celebrate the steps they take today.
But the small steps are actually the most important parts. They are the proof that you are moving forward.
Absolutely. So listeners, what is one small win you've had recently? Maybe you learned a complex new English word? Maybe you finally spoke English with a stranger?
Whatever it is, be proud. Say out loud, I did it, and smile. Now, Felicia, let's discuss sharing your dreams with others.
Yes, this can be quite scary. Some people keep their dreams a secret because they're afraid of judgment.
I understand that feeling completely. It is very vulnerable to share something you care so deeply about.
But sharing your dreams can be powerful. When you tell someone, this is what I want, it suddenly becomes more real.
And sometimes people surprise you. They might say, hey, I can help you with that. Or, I actually know someone who did exactly that.
Exactly. You never know what doors might fly open when you speak about your dreams.
You can introduce it by saying, I'm excited to share that I'm starting my own business.
Or, I wanted to tell you that I'm applying to study abroad.
These are gentle ways to introduce your dream into a conversation. And if someone reacts negatively, you can simply say, I understand your concern, but this is important to me.
That is such a mature, calm response. It shows you respect their opinion, but you're staying true to yourself.
Exactly. Okay, let's bring in another story. This one is about Carlos from Brazil.
Oh, yes, Carlos. Tell us his story, John.
Well, Carlos's dream was to become a professional football player. He played every single day. He watched training videos. He worked incredibly hard.
But then, when he was 18, disaster struck. He suffered a severe knee injury.
The doctors told him he couldn't play professionally anymore.
Carlos was absolutely heartbroken. His dream felt impossible.
But then something shifted. He realized he could still be part of the football world, just in a different way.
Yes, his new goal became coaching young players. He wanted to teach children the sport he loved so much.
And now, 5 years later, Carlos is a respected football coach. He leads a team of 20 kids, and he absolutely loves his job.
His dream changed shape, but it didn't die. It transformed.
That is such a vital lesson. Sometimes our dreams take a different path than we originally expected.
But if we stay open-minded, we can find new ways to follow our hearts.
Beautiful. So everyone, if your original plan hits a wall, ask yourself, what else is possible?
What else is possible? That's a powerful question.
It opens doors instead of locking them.
Okay, John, let's do another role play. This time, I'll ask you about your goals.
I'm ready.
John, what is one goal you have set for this year?
Well, one of my goals is to read 24 books this year. That averages out to 2 books every month.
24 books. Wow, that is impressive. What motivated you to choose that number?
I realized I was wasting too much time scrolling on my phone, and I wanted to use my free time more productively. Reading helps me learn and relax simultaneously.
That's a great reason. Have you started yet?
Yes, I've already finished 3 books this year, so I'm on track so far.
That's wonderful. What genre do you prefer?
I really enjoy biographies and personal development books. They inspire me.
That sounds amazing. I really hope you reach your goal.
Thank you, Felicia. Your support means a lot.
See, everyone? That is how you talk about goals naturally. You share the goal, explain the why, and update on your progress.
And notice how Felicia asked follow-up questions. That's what makes the conversation flow smoothly.
Exactly. Asking questions shows you're interested. It keeps the interaction alive.
Now, let's talk about something practical. How to make your goals more achievable.
Good topic. There's a famous method called SMART goals. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
That sounds a bit technical, doesn't it?
It's actually quite simple. Let me explain. Specific means your goal is clear, not vague. So instead of saying, I want to learn English, you say, I want to learn 100 new English words.
Ah, I see. And measurable means you can track your progress. You know exactly when you've reached it.
Like, I want to practice English for 30 minutes every day. You can measure that time.
Right. Achievable means it is realistic. You can actually do it with the time and resources you currently have.
I want to speak English perfectly in 1 week is not achievable. But I want to have 1 English conversation this week is.
Exactly. Relevant means the goal matters to you. It fits with your bigger life dreams.
And finally, time-bound means you have a deadline. Like, I want to finish this course by June.
Yes, having a deadline helps you stay focused and keeps you motivated. So a SMART goal might be, I want to practice English speaking for 20 minutes 3 times a week for the next 2 months.
Perfect example. It checks all the boxes: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
I like that method. It makes goals feel much less overwhelming.
It really does. Let's give everyone a moment to think. Pause for a second and try to make one of your goals SMART.
Think about what you want, make it specific, decide how you'll measure it, check if it's realistic, make sure it matters, set a deadline, and write it down. Writing goals makes them tangible.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's talk about staying motivated when things get tough.
Yes, this is crucial. Everyone feels unmotivated sometimes.
It is completely normal. You start with excitement, but then life gets busy, you get tired, and you want to quit.
So, how do you keep going? First strategy, remember why you started.
Yes, ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? Write down your reasons and read them when you feel low.
Another tip is to tell someone about your goal. When other people know, you feel more accountable.
Accountable means responsible. You don't want to let them down.
Also, make it visual. If your goal is to travel to Paris, put a picture of the Eiffel Tower on your wall. Every time you see it, you remember your dream.
And break big goals into tiny actions. If the goal feels too huge, you will avoid it.
But if you break it into small pieces, it feels doable. Like, today I'll just study for 10 minutes.
10 minutes is easy. Anyone can do 10 minutes.
And finally, reward yourself. When you complete a step, celebrate. Maybe eat your favorite snack, watch a movie, call a friend. Give yourself a positive treat.
Your brain will start to associate working on your goal with good feelings.
These are all practical tips that really work.
They do. Motivation isn't magic, John. It's a skill you can practice.
Okay, Felicia, we have covered so much ground today. Should we start wrapping things up?
Yes, let's do one more thing first. A vocabulary spotlight.
Oh yes, good idea. Let's highlight some key words from today's episode.
First word, aspiration. It means a hope or dream for the future. Example, my aspiration is to become a successful artist.
Second word, ambition. It means a strong desire to achieve something. Example, she has a lot of ambition. She wants to be the best in her field.
Third phrase, reach for the stars. It's an idiom that means to try to achieve something great. Example, don't be afraid to reach for the stars.
Fourth phrase, follow your dreams. It means to pursue what you really want in life. Example, my parents always told me to follow my dreams.
Fifth word, motivated. It means having enthusiasm and a desire to do something. Example, I feel motivated to study English every day.
Sixth word, determined. It means having a strong will to succeed. Example, she is very determined to reach her goal.
And finally, the seventh phrase, make it happen. It means to take action to achieve something. Example, if you want your dream to come true, you have to make it happen.
Let's practice these together. Repeat after us. Aspiration. Ambition. Reach for the stars. Follow your dreams. Motivated. Determined. Make it happen.
Excellent. These words will help you talk about dreams and goals much more naturally.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's give everyone a final message before we sign off.
Yes, everyone listening, we want you to know something important. Your dreams are valid. They aren't too big. They aren't too small. They certainly aren't silly or impossible.
If your heart wants it, it matters.
And learning to talk about your dreams in English is not just language practice, it is life practice.
When you can express what you want, you become clearer, stronger, and braver.
Your words shape your reality. The more you say, I will, the more you believe it.
So speak your dreams out loud. Write them down. Share them with people who support you.
And take one small action today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today.
Because dreams without action stay dreams, but dreams with action become your life.
That is beautiful, John. And remember, everyone, progress is not always linear.
Linear means a straight line, but real life goes up and down.
Some days you'll feel motivated, some days you won't. Both are okay.
What matters is that you keep showing up, you keep trying, you don't quit.
Even if you move slowly, you are still moving forward.
And every person listening right now is already taking action. You are learning English, you are growing, you are investing in yourself.
That is something to be proud of. So give yourself credit. You're doing better than you think.
All right, everyone, we have our challenge for you.
Yes. Go to the comments below and write one sentence about your dream or goal. You can write, my dream is to, or my goal is to, anything you want.
We will read every single comment and we'll be so happy to learn about your dreams.
And don't forget to subscribe to Confident Speaking Podcast so you don't miss our next episodes.
And please share this episode with someone who has big dreams.
Maybe your friend is feeling stuck. Maybe they need encouragement. This episode might be exactly what they need to hear.
Share it. Be the person who lifts others up.
Thank you all so much for listening today.
Yes, thank you. Remember, your dreams matter. They aren't too big, too small, or impossible.
And when you speak about them in English, you're not just learning a language, you're building your future.
Keep dreaming, keep speaking, keep believing.
Every day is a new chance to move closer to what you want.
Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now.
Until next time, stay curious, stay hopeful, and keep your dreams alive.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.